in the Bay Area in California recently took out a restraining order against a 9-year-old bully who's been harassing his son in an elementary school. Now, this is Rolling Hills Elementary School, and the father alleges that the administrators refused to do anything to deal with the bully. As a result, he took matters into his own hands and got the restraining order. Now, the restraining order states that the bully must stay at least 2 yards away from his son. But there is a little bit of an issue here. Apparently, he needs to know the last name of the bully, and the school refuses to release it to him. They also refuse to release the address for the bully. If he doesn't have that information, he can't serve the restraining order to the bully, and as a result, it will be null and void.
Drop it. All right, what do we think? I'm a little torn on this. Restraining order seems a bit extreme. On the other hand, what can you do if school administrators don't do anything?
Right.
And I would be livid if my kid was being bullied.
So I was curious about the type of behavior that this bully was accused of, because sometimes there will be allegations of bullying when bullying hasn't actually happened. So like, let's say they're playing baseball and he doesn't get chosen for the team or whatever. That's not bullying. But bullying is when you are physically harmed or mentally harmed from constant harassment, and that's what happened in this case, allegedly. So the 9-year-old apparently pushed his son, would call him names, would stalk him on 2 different occasions, stalked him. So these are things that are issues, and if the administrators refuse to do anything about it, then yeah, if the father feels like he needs to take matters into his own hands, I would much rather him go to authorities and get a restraining order than do something violent or harmful to the kid or whatever.
Like the old school remedy that your mom used to have with the rolling pin.
Yeah, my mom literally went after my bullies with a rolling pin. So, and that was
she's from the old school.
She is
That's
from the
how
old
she
school.
rolled.
If
literally.
she had done that today, she would be in a lot more trouble. So,
right.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to some parents on the panel here. Justice Jackson.
I mean, go for it. But the thing is, he can't, obviously, because of the restraining order. The last name for the restraining order. But I don't think that's a bad route to go. But the thing is, once you can't get it done, you know, the peaceful way, you know, as we always try and say, with diplomacy, it's time to go nuclear, man. I mean, it's just the way it works. I mean, I'm gonna, okay, say at first you try this, I wouldn't even have thought restraining order, but say you think of that, the school won't give the kid's last name, you can't get this thing all locked up, so I go to the police, say, listen, the school doesn't give me this bully's last name, I'm not able to follow this, you need to understand that I'm telling you this, you can write it down if you want to, but you're gonna see from me again, and it's not gonna be a good situation. So either do something about it now, or you're gonna be finding me later, because I'm gonna do something about it. I tried. I'm recording, I'll have a camera in the middle of the police station. I'm recording, talking to the police. I'm gonna fuck this person's kid up if he keeps coming after mine. So I mean, they need to know that somebody's serious. They can go, oh man, this guy just came in and threatened. Now maybe I'm gonna get in trouble. But they know something is serious now.
In an ironic way, JR has convinced me that the restraining order is the right way to go.
Yes.
Because don't do that.
Don't. That's the worst way to go.
First of all, they're gonna lock you up immediately,
exactly.
JR.
But that's trying to do something, and maybe they can be like, okay, let's find a way to get this restraining order. I don't know, but maybe they won't.
Okay. My guess is they're not going to bother with the kid. I said, and by the way, with the kid, man, like you got to talk to the parents. Parents, you got to do something if your kids are bullying others. Man, I'd be livid if my kid was bullying others.
But again, going back to a bullying story we did previously, I'm going to make the exact same point. How is it that in the world of zero tolerance policies, administrators refuse to do anything about bullies? In a world where students aren't allowed to wear specific shirts because they're worried it'll incite violence, how is it that you're going to allow a 9-year-old to push and punch another 9-year-old?
Yeah, I know. It's just that
doesn't make any sense.
To me, you got to take that to the school board and get that principal fired. Because like, if you're not doing anything about significant physical action against my kid, I mean, I think that's one of the primary issues at hand. A restraining order has to come, I guess, after that, but if the principal isn't doing anything, I guess I vote in favor of the restraining order. Justice Godoy?
Yeah, I wouldn't want somebody to put a restraining order on me after I do something similar that JR would do. So you'd have to go first with this restraining order.
Right. So like the old school restraining order was this, right? So don't do that. Do the more, and I think he's actually an incredibly responsible parent for going through that route. So I think we all agree, right? Unanimous decision.
Absolutely.
You know, nice restraint in actually going after the restraining order instead of having the natural parental instinct of, I'm gonna mess somebody up.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I don't know if we thought about it, but the bad side of the restraining order, which again I agree with, is that he's gonna maybe get bullied more. It's like when they
Yeah.
go, "Oh, your dad came to help you, huh?" And it turns into another avenue to get bullied, and you don't know how much it's gonna help your kid or not.
Well, they
But it's the
take
way to
out
go.
more
I get it,
restraining
but
orders.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's this whole bully situation is frustrating. Look,
It is.
look, in the old days, of course, things were different, right?
Mm-hmm.
My gym teacher nicknamed me Hunka Chunka, okay? And he had the whole gym class in like 5th grade go around the auditorium going, Hunka Chunka, Hunka Chunka, Hunka Chunka, like a train.
I don't like that story.
Okay. Now, these days, like, that would be epic bullying, right? Luckily, my nickname that stuck out of that for all of elementary school was Hunky, which is actually not that bad. They could have gone with Chunky.
Hunky is not bad at all. Hunky
Right,
is
Hunky
great.
is kind of good.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'll let it go, right? And if anybody teased me about it, since I was a kid, I wasn't a responsible adult, I'd go with the restraining order. Okay, but now in the new days, you can't. That's not the right way to go, and you can't teach your kids that. And so, like I said, I think the guy was as responsible as he could be.